Do you guys feel bad for Tye?
I don't, because I feel like he's the kind of wrestler who's always going to be around. He's always going to have a job. Because he gets people over, and you need those kind of people. Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, Tyler Breeze is similar to that, and he was struggling on the main roster for a while, but he found his place. And, like, it's not going to happen right away, I don't think, with anyone. If Tye goes to the main roster, he'll probably job for a few months.
Right.
Just like Tyler did. But now look at Tyler Breeze. He's hilarious as the Fashion Police with Fandango. Mm-hmm. And who would have thought Fandango would be over in 2016?
So is Tye a lifer, do you think? Or do you think we'll see him on the main roster one day, even in a struggling role or a jobbing role?
I think money rules, and if Tye can continue to be over, then they eventually can't deny it. Like, Vince isn't going to turn away a guy who can make him money. If you could sell the 10 shirt, if he can make it a thing where it's like Bayley got herself to the point of over the top. If he can get himself all the way, every show are going nuts for him, then he's got a shot. Otherwise, no. I think he's there.
I think he's going to make it to the main roster. I don't think they can deny it. Like, he's already so over. I think he's more over than Tyler was. And so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think so too. Actually.
Yeah. And, like, he has a good, like, mainstream appeal in addition to, appeal to the hardcore fans, I think. Because he's decent in the ring. He's not, like, AJ Styles or anything. But
he's good. But he can work a good match.
Mm-hmm. But he will sell T-shirts. I know that.
That's a thing. Like, that 10 thing was perfect, man. Mm-hmm. I know every year I'm like, I was driving in the car, and I was like, damn it, if he comes out at 10 for a Royal Rumble one year, I'd be so happy. Like, it's a random dumb thought, just like, here's the 10th entrance, please let it be Tye Dillinger. I don't even care about anything else. So,
you can connect that number in a lot of different ways. Just like, as puns, almost.
Yeah.
It's sort of, the 10 chant to me is similar to the Daniel Bryan yes, which is not, everyone knows that, but could you see a Daniel Bryan underdog story with him? Like, I know he loses a lot, but could that work on the main roster? Lose.
I mean,
and then finally win.
It's a tried and true formula. Like, they're doing it with Sami Zayn right now.
Yeah.
I think they're already kind of doing it with him. I think it's possible. And then also, like it's funny you mentioned the yes chant thing. Mm-hmm. That's actually a perfect analogy for it, because remember when we all went to that NXT show, like, people were chanting 10 outside of his match. Yeah. Like, Bayley did the cartwheel and the 10 thing, and then the ref did the cartwheel and the 10 thing. It's like, that really, like, if your chant can, like, almost his chant is going to be more popular than him, probably. Kind of like the yes chant, and you're wearing a yes shirt. People are going to be wearing 10 chants, and then people are going to... I really do believe people are going to be starting to chant 10 outside of wrestling the same way they chant yes outside.
That's
wrestling.
A really good point. Yeah. That's a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
If he, like I said, if he can get that over, that's his ticket, because, they were in Toronto last night, but every time you ever watched, if there was ever a count out, the ref would say 1, the crowd chanted 10 for every number. Yeah. So the ref would go 1, the crowd chant 10. The ref would go 2, the crowd chant 10. The ref would go 3, the crowd chant 10. So you couldn't tell what number the ref was on because they were chanting 10. And there's something to be said about that quick word phrase and a hand symbol.
Yeah.
The yes with the hand symbol and the 10 with the fingers. It's like, that's the part of wrestling that it's like, that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, you want to be involved. Yeah. And it's funny, I almost I'm like, why am I admitting this? But I would watch NXT by myself in my apartment, and then I would do the 10 thing by myself.
That's fine. Yeah. But that's something too, to your point, that would get over with a person who doesn't watch wrestling.
Yeah.
That's a buffet. That's right on that wrestling buffet. Like, that's the person who... That's a shiny thing that is fun.
Yeah.
It's not the meat and potatoes, but it's it's the fun, that's the garnish on the cake, or that's the frosting on the cake that puts it over the top. That someone look at it and say, "Oh, that's cool. That's got my interest." Why they all chanting 10?
Yeah, yeah. And at the end of the day, people just want to be involved. They want to like sing along.
Yeah.
Like people want to go to their concerts so they can sing along with their favorite artist. Like if you want to go to a wrestling show and you want to chant "what" with a bunch of people, you feel like you're in a community as annoying as "what" is.
Right.
And like yes, like every time like a yes chant goes on, I get goosebumps. And like even like the "not is over" chants, like when you're at a show, they're so much fun to do. Like the Lucha chant, yeah, that's so much fun. Like when Kalisto comes out, I don't even like Sin Cara or Kalisto that much, but like when I'm at a show and they come out, I'm doing the Lucha thing every time.
It's an energy booster, and in that environment, you want to be on that high level of energy. It's a natural as a human being just to want to do that.
Yeah.
What do you think, dude?
About what?
Just, I like the fact that we're just talking about Tye for a minute.
Yeah.
Sidetrack. What do you think about him?
I love everything about him. Honestly, I think behind the scenes, he has such a good reputation. The fact that Seth Rollins, what was that show?
Oh yeah, on 24.
Seth Rollins 24. That when he was training, Seth Rollins worked with Tye Dillinger down in Orlando, and they were just working on stuff together. Like I think he'll get his time, yes, because he has such a good reputation, and he's very respected behind the scenes. So he's helping out a lot of people right now, which is great. I think it'll pay off. I think he's putting others before him right now, and I haven't seen, I guess, a time where you put others over and then you don't finally get some of your cake eventually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it'll happen. I don't know how soon it will be, but I think what you guys are saying, it'll happen. He'll get his time on the main roster. He'll get his big upset win after losing for 4 weeks straight.
Maybe he gets he doesn't even need he doesn't need to win anything in NXT. He just needs to be in the hunt.
Yeah.
Just when they did a couple years back, I don't know if you guys were on it at the time, they were doing Breeze was in the hunt.
So Tyson Kidd?
Kidd was in the hunt. Neville was in the hunt, and what's his name was the champion?
Zane?
No. Or Zane was in the hunt and Neville was the champion.
Okay.
And it was these 4 guys can all be viable contenders. That's what they need. If Joe's the champion, have Bobby in the hunt, Tye in the hunt, somebody else in the hunt, and keep it that way. And that way, he doesn't need to win anything. He just needs to be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
That'll keep him relevant enough.
Keep him relevant.
So you don't... If a good storyline will not make you predict what's going on. You can't predict a good storyline. Yeah. And then there's always it's around maybe a 50-50 chance of who could win. Yeah. Those are the matches where I find myself most captivated because the outcome usually throws me for a loop.
Yeah.
And then after the dust settles, I'm like, wow, that was a really good story. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. Yeah. Because, if you follow a normal booking sense, you can usually lead you to the past. Or past behavior, this is probably what's going to happen. Yeah. But if they tell a good storyline and it doesn't maybe follow that traditional booking, NXT does that perfectly when they change a title at a house show. Yeah. That's unheard of. That doesn't happen since the 90s maybe. Yeah. But they do great things like that. They could do that with Tye, where if they make him relevant enough where he might sneak a win out in a triple threat, maybe he has a really close roll up, and you think that's going to be the 3, and your heart just jumps. That'll help tell that story.
Yeah.